Okay, here's a short follow-up video to my 1979 Honda Goldwing, which I originally called a barn find, and just a follow-up after a good summer of riding. I have managed to put 6,000 miles on this, or 10,000 kilometers. Original mileage was 20,900. Now I'm at 27,000 miles. So when I first got this bike, as I stated in the earlier video, it was pretty much in pieces, neglected, 31 years sitting in a garage. Doesn't do wonders for a motorcycle. The exhaust had rotted all off on it. So when I finally put it all together and got it on the road, I really sort of took it slow, because I wasn't really sure of the total history of the motorcycle, and I didn't know if it would hold up very well. So let me tell you, this has been an awesome motorcycle. It runs perfect. I've had nothing but enjoyment on this thing. It has never let me down. The only issue I've had is it does go through fuel filters. Down in here, there's my little fuel filter right in there. When I first started riding it, a fuel filter might last one tank, and then I would notice a loss in power. So I would just keep switching them out, and now fuel filter lasts 4 or 5 fuel tanks, and it's my fault. I didn't spend a lot of time cleaning out the fuel tank. And the only other issue I've had is with the throttle. I put new throttle cables on it, and after about a month of riding, I noticed they were getting really sticky. So I started trying different kinds of lube, like actual cable lube, and most of them just made it worse. So I eventually settled on something called Gigalube. It's a graphite spray, and it works great, but it doesn't last for very long. In fact, when I went out I just got back from a ride, and it was all sticky, so I had to flush it out and redo it. So anyway, give it a sound of this motorcycle sounds like. How's that for a good sounding motorcycle? I don't even mind the exhaust. It's a little loud, but it's not too bad. Some of the things I was kind of concerned about when I first started riding it was the brakes weren't the greatest on it, even though I put brand new master cylinders and new brake pads. It's a 41-year-old motorcycle, and when you're used to state-of-the-art stopping power, this one just did not have it. But I have to say I've gotten really used to it, and it's no issue at all. The other concern was I've been a sport rider my whole life, and riding a motorcycle such as this, a Goldwing, shaft drive, fairly heavy, with full fairing and bags. I thought it would be difficult to handle. Not the case at all. This is a fun motorcycle to ride. It loves to sit on the highway at 80 miles an hour. It just purrs right along, but it's also quite at home in some of the twisty roads here in good old Nova Scotia, Canada. So I've had no issue whatsoever with the handling of this motorcycle. It's just been a fun bike to ride. It's a very dependable ride. Like I said, at first I was worried about going long distance with it, because I didn't know if things were going to wear out and fall off and break, and it just didn't happen. It never let me down. It's just been a great all-around motorcycle. I'm beginning to think this might be my forever bike. I thought I would just fix this bike up over the winter and drive it for the summer, and then sell it and buy something else. don't think I'll be selling this one. It's just too good of a motorcycle. Anyway, that's just my 6,000 mile update for my 1979 Honda Barn Farm.